Oh, please. He's so cute, you just have to squeeze him. Squeeze, squish, 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 squish. Yeah. He's so cute, you just have to squeeze him.
Good morning. Well, this one has been a super long time coming, and this is probably our biggest improvement to the horse ranch yet, and we are super excited. So today what we get to do is we get to completely button up the 100-acre pasture, put in a water tank, and then turn some animals loose in the huge pasture so they can graze and run around and enjoy this amazing property. So we're gonna knock out some chores this morning, do some feeding and stuff, but then we're gonna get that pasture set up. We'll show you how it lays out, and then we'll turn some animals out there. So today's a big day for us. Thanks for joining along. I think it's gonna be a good one.
We're coming. Well, we're living in a bit of a construction zone still. If you guys can see all the trenches, but it's really exciting because we actually have water. So they got the well all hooked up. So we have water. Now the electrician's just finishing up putting in outlets. We're gonna have an outlet at every single one of these shelters for our tank heaters this winter. We're gonna have an outlet at every single corner of these, well, the outside corners of each of the big dry lots. And it's gonna be really nice because then we can run tank heaters. We could run a electric fence charger if we wanted to. And yeah, we don't have to worry about winter. We don't have to worry about running a bunch of hoses. We'll just have to run enough hose to water these 3 tanks down here from the faucet that's just right over here. So it's amazing. The pressure down here is crazy. Like, we were using a spring-fed faucet before and running, I don't know, 500 feet of hose down to here to water these horses. And it took probably 20 minutes to fill up a small tank. And now it's like 3 minutes to fill up a small tank. Like, probably not even exaggerating. It is like you could almost pressure wash with the pressure. It's crazy. It's probably 20 gallons a minute, even down here, which is insane. So we're pretty excited about that. Squirrels loves rolling in the dust. Oh, buddy, you're a dust bucket. And yeah, the nice thing about having water, this much water, is we can actually set up some sprinklers and like water down the pens a little bit if we want to keep the dust down. We can also water our arena. So it's gonna be amazing. But for now, we still have trenches. The electrician is supposed to be out today, I think, to finish up, but we'll see how far he gets.
It's pretty exciting to finally have everything coming together on this place. We started moving our equines over here in May, and it's definitely taken a little longer than expected. The projects aren't finished up, but things are starting to come together. Callisto and her filly are really settling in as well. Callisto is a 13-year-old Kiger Mustang mare who was rounded up in 2015. Her filly is a full-blooded Kiger as well. She was sired by a Kiger stallion who was rounded up in 2011. Even though Callisto is still wary about people, she is definitely starting to let her guard down and even enjoy some scratches.
How did you know? There you go. Finally found a spot she like scratched.
Oh, baby, don't ruin it. She's enjoying it. Don't ruin it. Hi. Are you jealous of your mama? Yes, you jealous of your mama.
She also likes her booty scratch. Her booty scratch. Good chance. Thank you, girl. Girl. How much she's shedding. Yeah. Winter is coming. What do the horses say? Starting to shed their summer coat and grow their winter coat. It's crazy. That's a lot of hair, girl. Good girl.
Another exciting thing is that Callisto's neck is almost 100% healed up. It just needs to regrow the hair now. Callisto had a pretty bad abscess when we picked her up, but thankfully the infection is completely gone and all the swelling is down. We haven't done a very good job at filming our sessions with all of our horses lately. It does take quite a bit of extra time to film and then edit. So with us being so busy, we've just been working with the equines without filming much of it. I try to do a little weekly update short, but we'll definitely need to do a full update on everyone here soon.
Man, you can already see what a dent we put into our hay supply. Alyssa actually just reached back out to the guy we got this semi-load from, and we're gonna buy one more semi-load from him, and then we've already paid for a bunch from these other folks, our friends, and so hopefully one more big semi-load plus what we've paid for will get us through the year. That's the plan. Think we'll make it, Alyssa?
I think if we get one more semi-load, it'll be like another 36 of these bales. And those are going to be mostly alfalfa. We got pack rat siding here. We have set a trap in here. Yeti is after it. Squirrel's got some brush on his sled. Yeti, I think it's already gone outside. Good job. Who needs a barn cow when you got Yeti? Anyway. The second cutting is going to be pretty much all alfalfa. So it's actually cut already. We're going to buzz down and go look at it today and just see if we want any of it, which I'm sure we will. But it's so nice because this guy just brings it over on a semi. Has this crazy little, I don't even know, telehandler thing, and unloads it into the barn for us. So it's really nice. And yeah, those guys that we got the smaller bales from, I'm not sure if we're gonna get big bales again from them or actually like small 2-string bales. If we do, those will be nice when we're traveling and stuff like that with the mules and horses. So either way works for us. But this whole thing's gonna be full of hay in not too long.
And then we'll be set for the year.
Yeah, we'll be set.
Good morning, mules. You guys get a light breakfast and then you get pasture all day. So the plan for the day is we're gonna give the mules just a super light breakfast in here. Then we're gonna go button up the big pasture, and then we're gonna give them a little feed in this close corner of the big pasture, and that's where their water will be as well. And that'll kind of train them that they can go off and feed and stuff, but all the good stuff is on this side, so they'll hopefully be fairly easy to catch, and they'll know that they get their hay and grain and water and salt, everything this way. Good boy, buddy. Good morning. Good morning. Tazzy Man's been eating a lot, so he's not even that hungry. He has leftover from last night.
He's a thick boy. I would like to see him thick. I guess I'll eat. Oh, I'm really hungry. It's looking good.
He does look good. I keep forgetting to buy some big tanks for in here.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy a couple big water troughs so I don't have to fill buckets like 3 times a day. Not that that's really a big deal unless we're gonna be gone, and then it becomes a big deal. He likes just having a stall and a little space so that's his. I think it really makes him happy.
One of our next videos, maybe even the next video after this one, we're going to take Taz back out to the mountains. He's been actually doing really well, and I think it'll be successful if we take him out somewhere not super steep or rugged or anything, but take him out into some open country with some pretty mountain views and just go for a nice, I don't know, couple-hour ride with him. So that's our plan. We'll probably do that this week, actually.
Oh, the chicken's out?
Yeah.
You got hot already?
Several of you have asked about how the chickens and ducks are doing, and if we still have them. They are all doing great and are settling in here at the ranch. Even my 6 chicks from this spring are growing and healthy, and you can hardly tell them apart from the mature hens now. With all the chickens learning that the coop is their home, we've started letting them free range during the day, and then we just put them up at night.
Here's my morning contribution.
Yeti is pretty happy to have her chickens and ducks back. I think she was a little lost without her guard duty of the poultry. Since she is a German wire hair pointer, birds are in her blood. Thankfully, she never does anything mean or harmful to the chickens. She just likes to watch them.
This is my favorite chicken right here.
Fluffy feet.
Little fluffy foot.
Yeah, go get a drink from the creek.
Some of you commented about my sign that says, "Beware of the tiny raptors," and they definitely look like dinosaurs to me, especially when they're running around. The chickens and ducks sure do love the bog. The whole flock loves to hang out in the water on hot days.
All right, before it gets too hot, we are going to get some breakfast, some coffee, and then we're gonna start filling up the giant water tank we brought down here. And then what we really need to do before we can turn them out is drive the barbed wire section of the pasture and hang some flagging for a little added visual aid. So that's the plan. Eat a bite, get this thing completely buttoned up, and then turn out some animals. I'm so excited. This has been a long time coming. It's like so much buck and rail had to be built here, and it looks amazing. It's going to be super safe for the horses and mules, and it's finished. So today is a big day. All right, before we go start running around and hanging ribbon on the barbed wire and looking for metal and wire out in the pasture, I did want to take a minute and say just how thankful we are for this lease property. This has been such a blessing. It's allowed our herd to grow, it's allowed our YouTube channel to grow, and it's allowed our business to grow. And it's really shown us, you know, what is possible when you kind of set a goal and you put it out there, and there's just good people out there willing to help and chip in, and we're so thankful. So I wanted to say a special thank you to the owners of this property, because this is literally a dream come true. This 100-acre pasture out here is about to have our animals in it, and we could not be more excited. So thank you to the owners, and thank you to everyone watching, because without you guys, literally, this would not be possible.
Like Jason said, without all of you watching our videos and without the owners reaching out and offering this ranch to us to lease, we wouldn't have been able to take on the Wyoming fillies or Callisto and her filly.
All right, so the plan is we're gonna put all the homey stuff in this corner, because behind me we have the Mustang pens, behind them we have Mesa Marley pen, and behind that the mule pen. So everything that feels like home is gonna stay right here, just to kind of keep a little gravitational pull here. So what we're gonna do for the first couple days at least, we'll give them a little bit of hay here, and then the main thing is gonna be we're gonna have the water tank in this corner, and we're gonna put their salt and mineral in this corner. So that way they can go out there, eat all the good grass, especially that's way over on that side, but there's still a little bit of pull back towards home here. So in theory, that should keep them, for one, in this corner that's all buck and rail and no barbed wire, and also hopefully make it a little easier to catch them and put them away in the evening. So that's the plan. First things first, we're gonna go out and we're gonna hang ribbon on all the barbed wire fence for a little visual aid.
The owners had the barbed wire fence torn out and then had a beautiful buck and rail fence installed along the west and north sides of the pasture. But as you can imagine, it isn't cheap. And it is also very time consuming to tear out and build that much fencing. Just the two sides they have finished add up to nearly a mile of fence. So for now, the south and east ends of the pasture are still in barbed wire. Thankfully, those are the two sides of the pasture that the equines are least likely to hang out near. We will just do what we can to make it as safe as possible for now. We've used the same ribbon when we hang up our electric fence and separate our field at home, so our equines are all very familiar about ribbon and what it means. This is an easy way to add a little more of a visual barrier to the wire. It's hard to comprehend how big this pasture is unless you're standing in it yourself. This pasture is 100 acres. Even if it's not as green as a lot of the irrigated pastures most people are used to seeing, it still has good feed value in it, especially in the spring and again in the fall when we get some rains. We have some plans moving forward on how to manage this pasture and get it to grow a little better grass in the future. Part of that is going to be composting down our horse manure and then spreading that, as well as reseeding grasses that grow really well in arid areas. The other thing is, it sounds like we still have some water rights for this property that we need to check into. There would be a lot of infrastructure that needed to be built to get the water delivered all the way to this field, but it is possible. Regardless if we ever have irrigation water delivered to this field, it is such a beautiful setting, and I know the mules are going to love having so much space to run around. There's plenty of grass to eat for the number of equines that we have, and we're so grateful that we get to call this ranch home for a while.
Oh, ribbon. How we can pull these out. I'll put a cap on them at least. So that way, oh, it's a bit. Got it. That way they can't cut themselves on top.
There are a few stray T-posts left in the field. The fencing guy was supposed to pull them out, but he must have just forgot. So we're just going to put some caps on them and flagging for now, so that way the equines can't cut themselves on the top of the T-posts. We will pull these out, but we really want to turn the mules out in the field today.
All right, now that we got the T-posts covered up and flagged really good, we have two things left to do. We need to fix up a range gate that's way over on that corner, and then we need to move a big giant water tank in here But what I'm wondering is, do you think there will be any rattlesnakes under the tank?
No.
No? Snake free?
I think it'll be snake free. But I could definitely see there being a rattlesnake under the tank, but for some reason I think it's probably gonna be snake free.
I'm actually feeling snake free as well. We didn't put it upside down, so it's not like a super great place for a snake, but still, you always gotta be on your toes around here, so we shall see. But then we'll just fill that up and then we'll turn the mules loose in here.
Let's see, if you were a horse, could you see that corner now? Visible? We're extra flagging on the corners where the old fence meets the new fence, because I could see them running along this nice broad fence and just straight into the wire.
Yeah.
Hopefully no one will get going that fast or feel the need to do that, but gotta take precautions.
Yes.
They also should be able to see these T-posts now. If they can't, they might be blind. Got kind of a weird 90 short span of fence right here. And I don't know, I'd see them if they were coming down this fence line heading towards home, just kind of missing that there's a fence here. So any weird little junction like this, we're tying a little more flagging just to help them see it, know that there's a fence here. And also like this fence line, we tied longer flagging because the sage is growing up along it, and so it's just harder to see that wire through the sagebrush. So now there's lots of flagging for them to see, and that should keep them from thinking they can run through the sage and keep going when there's really wire right there. So we don't plan on keeping them out at night, at least not for a while, like maybe eventually, but we want them to really get to know this pasture first, and so we're not going to do that for a while. Just let them get to know it, and this will just help them to be able to see that wire better. So
I think we can find a bonus staple on the ground out here so that we can staple up that wire.
I know,
That's like the only spot. We should have grabbed a staple when we were back there. I bet we could find one.
we probably could if we looked around long enough.
I'm gonna look real quick.
Yeah. Found one.
Old Eagle Eyes picked one up for us. So this will help actually. This will hold up this top wire right here.
That's why when you're driving through these range gates in your car, if it's ever going through like a BLM road and you're driving through this range gate, be careful. There's always staples.
We just had to pay $1,500 for a whole new set of tires because range staple popped our tire. There was sidewall damage, and in an all-wheel drive hippie car like a Subaru, they had to replace all four. So
Yep.
got a flat tire, bought 4 brand new ones.
But in this case, I'm glad we found one on the ground.
Yeah.
Probably the first time ever.
1, 2, 3. Snake free?
Snake free.
Sweet. What about black widows under the ledge?
I've thought about that. That's a possibility.
Like it?
Let me move back a little bit. It looks like it was tipped the other way from my point of view. I don't think we're gonna get flat.
A little farther maybe? That'll be close. Perfectly level?
Yeah, close enough. We have in case anyone is worried about it, we have the drain pointing uphill. We know that. But if we pointed the drain downhill, it would be where it's exposed to being pawed off by a horse or a mule.
Immediately.
Which is something that they would do. So it'll at least drain it out enough still, even pointing uphill, that we could then dump it by hand when we need to clean it out.
Yeah.
So, but that's why the drain is pointed uphill, in case you're wondering.
Should we go catch some mules and kick them loose?
Yeah, let's start filling this first. Then we can go get them. You and your baby can go out there at some point.
How long you guys think it'll be till she gets to go out there? Drop your guess in the comments. This one could go out immediately. Can't get her far away from you, so it would be no problem to catch her. Huh. We're thinking Arietta for a name for you. What do you think about that? You like it?
Your world is what you make it. If you choose to focus on the positive things that surround you, you will in turn start noticing even more positives. Life can be tough, but you can make it tougher if you let your mind travel down a path of woe and despair. We choose to see the good, the positive, such as turning the handle of a faucet and getting cold, clean water delivered to a tank for our mules. It's the simple things like this that so many of us take for granted every day. But if we choose to acknowledge them, we start really seeing just how truly blessed we are.
The blank. You guys ready? You don't even know what's about to happen. I'm so excited. Are you ready?
Hey, before you catch them, do you think they're gonna run around like crazy, or do you think they'll just be like, oh sweet, and walk off?
I think at first they'll be like, oh sweet, and walk off, and then I think they'll probably be like trotting around like an elk. And be like, we're free! You can't catch us! We're feral!
I think that's a pretty good guess.
They'll probably go explore a little bit together. Huh, Joes?
You want to
Sounds
explain
like fun.
why we're starting with the three amigos?
So we're starting with these three because, well, one, mules are pretty good at keeping themselves out of trouble. Knock on wood. So, also, Clyde and Riata have rode around the outside a couple of times. And so they know the field a little bit and the boundaries of it. But mostly, Clyde and Riata have been up in mountain meadows and in weird places and have learned that they just hang out and eat and everything's fine. And so, yeah, I think these guys will be good. None of them tend to run around like crazy and do silly things, unlike Miss Mesa, who is very chill, but just tends to get herself hurt. So, we're going to start with these three because we just feel like these three are the least likely to run into the fence. Huh. You're least likely. Yeah. So don't make a liar out of me. Joe, are you ready? When we first caught? She ready. She says. She ready. Ready to go.
All right. Let's see, actually, hold on.
Yeah, Joe's. Want your meals to do. Like there's a whole 150 on it.
There is something so peaceful about looking out across a big pasture and seeing the mules spread out, grazing and moving around just like equines are designed to do. They can wander, pick at grass, move from one end of the pasture to the other, and just be horses and mules. After spending so much time hauling hay, building pens, fixing fences, and trying to create the best life we can for them, seeing them out here with this much space brings us a lot of joy. It has been a dry year. The grass isn't as tall or as green as it might be in a better year, and lately the mountains have been hidden behind smoke from wildfires. But even with the drought and the smoky skies, it is still such a beautiful sight. There is still grass beneath their feet, room for them to roam, clean water to drink, and plenty of space to move their bodies the way they were made to. It may not be perfect, but standing here watching them spread out across this pasture, it feels pretty darn close.
Oh man, not my...
The mules running around got everyone stirred up. I wish we could turn out all of our horses and mules together in the pasture, but unfortunately most of our mustangs just aren't ready for that yet. Some of them would be nearly impossible to catch, and we would also risk them potentially jumping the barbed wire fence and getting loose on thousands of acres of public land. I am excited to have Taz and Rooster join the mules out in this big pasture, maybe even tomorrow. Then hopefully Mesa and Marley can follow, and eventually Sue, Cheyenne, and the Kiger filly can join them too. And one day, Honey and Callisto will be able to go out in a big pasture like this as well. It may take some time, but that is definitely the goal for every one of them.
Okay, somebody get a drink? Love it out there?
Good girl.
You haven't had time to come in yet. You go wander around.
Yeah, go get some more grass, Tim.
I need their scratches. Good girl.
That feels good to have them turned out, huh?
Yeah. So exciting.
That's awesome. That's our neighbor had the fence done for a while, and we just been waiting to get flagging put up and T-post caps put on and the fence shored up, and we finally got them out. So today's a big day. That's awesome. Thank you guys for watching as we get this little ranch developed. It's pretty exciting for us, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it too.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch more of our adventures with our mules and mustangs and getting this ranch set up.